Hey everyone, my name's the Ragamuffin Man, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the one product I think Flesh and Blood is missing and could also help grow the game further. A bold statement indeed, but I am a pro YouTuber, therefore I will only tell you after the call to action. Haha! Oh man, YouTube is so much fun. So if you like trading card games, be sure to get subscribed to the channel. I make all sorts of videos on all sorts of trading card games, including news, reviews, deck techs. Never think of the fourth thing to say but a fourth thing. And if you like your cardboard content a little more bite-sized, be sure to follow me on Twitter. And one last thing before we get into the video, I will be attending the Calling in Antwerp in the next 3 days or so. So if you're going, make sure to pop over and say hello, because I will be bringing with me 10 Good Deeds promos to give out, so be sure to pop over and get your hands on one of these before they disappear. Anyways, let's get into the video. So I'm just gonna come straight out and say it, and then I'll explain my rationale. What Flesh and Blood needs is Ultimate Pit Fight pre-con decks. Let me explain. So first, let's take a look at the breakdown of Flesh and Blood players. In my opinion, I just think this kind of makes the most sense. So I think it makes most sense that whenever you look at the potential market of, well, anything, really any kind of hobby, it's always going to form a type of triangle. At the bottom, you're always going to have less experienced, more casual players in higher amounts. And at the top, you're going to have the elite players who are playing at the very top level, who are min-maxing their deck lists in order to win tournaments. I think it kind of goes without saying that there's always going to be more beginners than there are professionals, and therefore you should always have products to try and get people served at the bottom of that triangle and help them kind of get into the hobby. And another game that's very good at doing this is Magic the Gathering. I very much don't talk a lot about Magic on this channel, mainly because I don't play it. But in this instance, I think Magic is very good at serving the casual community, i.e. they have a great commander scene. Now, self-confessed again, I know very little about Magic the Gathering. However, it seems that every time a new Magic set comes out, everyone is looking at Commander. Let's see what I can get for my Commander deck. I'll upgrade this card in my Commander deck, Commander deck, Commander deck. It's all I hear is Commander decks. And so this is where I think focusing on the Ultimate Pit Fight format for Flesh and Blood could actually be something to help get new players into the game. So let's take a look at the current product offering and see what this serves new players. So new players to Flesh and Blood normally have one of three options. They can either buy the classic Battles Rhinar vs. Dorinthia kit, which I think is very good to teach players the ins and outs of the games, just to kind of get a few reps under their belt, albeit for a bit of an expensive RRP. There's also booster boxes and booster packs, which I don't think is a good shout for new players, because ultimately you're just buying game pieces that you don't know what they are. And in the middle, there are the Blitz decks. Whenever a new set gets released, we get a slew of new Blitz decks to kind of represent the new heroes and give new players an entry point. Now, the thing is though, is that gives new players an entry point with a pre-con that they will play one-on-one against, you know, people at the kitchen table. And yes, even though these are Blitz decks, they are legal for Ultimate Pit Fight, but I don't think that captures the fun of Ultimate Pit Fight. Ultimate Pit Fight is all about the table politics. It's all about effects that target multiple players. It's all about the heroes that have the meme builds. People are willing to take more chances and therefore have way more fun. I think that pre-con Blitz decks, yes, they do teach people how to play the game in a bubble. However, I think Ultimate Pit Fight is a better way of getting new players into the game because it's more casual, it's more fun, it's friends gathered around a table. I just think it makes more sense. But I also think that Legend Story Studios have given themselves a perfect window also in which to release these products, and that is on the release of supplemental sets. So with Flesh and Blood, we get one of two sets. We either get main sets or supplemental sets. For anyone that isn't sure of the difference, main sets are draftable sets that normally have all new heroes, containing a bunch of new cards specifically only for the classes that are represented in that set, and supplemental sets are essentially just cards for everyone. I love supplemental sets, they're so much fun. Essentially, every class gets a little bit of new cards in supplemental sets. They're so much fun. The downside, though, is that they aren't draftable. And so because of this, I feel that local scenes can sometimes feel a bit awkward whenever a supplemental set is released. I think Dusk Till Dawn will be fine because we're doing Monarch Draft, which kind of fits the theme. However, whenever Everfest was released, it felt weird to not be drafting. And so I think that Ultimate Pit Fight would be perfectly poised to take advantage of that awkward window and give players a new way of experiencing the game. And so in supplemental sets, you have, you know, sections for each class, but also you could have a section for Ultimate Pit Fight cards. Who knows, maybe we'll actually see some merchant actions in there as well to go along with this theme. And so what you do is you have pre-cons. You could have players come along, pick up a pre-con, buy a few booster packs, augment their decks with some of the Ultimate Pit Fight cards that they pull, and you're off to the races. Then everyone groups up in pods of 4 and you have Ultimate Pit Fight armories. It could get weird depending on the numbers, but at the same time, I think it could still be a lot of fun. And so in doing so, I think we'll see Ultimate Pit Fight grow as a format, and so it'll serve the bottom of that triangle, giving players a new way of experiencing the game and giving new players a new entry point into Flesh and Blood. So, bit rambly, thoughts are all over the place, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you interested in getting into Ultimate Pit Fight? Do you think supplemental sets would be a good place to place Ultimate Pit Fight pre-cons and cards? So be sure to let me know, and while you're down in the comments, be sure to subscribe, old cool kids. Subscribe to the Ragamuffin Man. And if the YouTube comment section isn't your thing, you can always follow me over on Twitter. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.